Hi gang, and welcome to this lesson titled The Cash Book. Before we do the cash book, we need to know what transactions are recorded in the cash book. Well, firstly there's cash. These are physical notes and coins, the type which you carry in your wallet. Then there's checks. Then there's EFTs. EFTs stand for electronic fund transfers. This is when you transfer money from one bank account to another bank account using the internet, which can be done from a computer or a laptop. And then you also get credit card payments. Now let's have a look where the cash book fits in the accounting equation. Now if you guys can remember, the formula of the accounting equation is assets is equal to owner's equity plus liabilities. Now the cash book is an asset. And what do we know about assets? Our assets increase on the debit side and it decreases on the credit side. So all money coming into the cash book, we'll put it on the debit side, and all money going out of the cash book, we'll put it on the credit side. It's important that you know this before we start. Now let's have a look at some transactions for Jaden Limited. On the first, the balances brought forward were as follows: the bank 6,200 and cash 1,600. Now let's have a look at how we will insert this into our cash. We'll put the 1st of May, the details will be balance, and the 1,600 we'll put under the cash column, and the 6,200 we'll put under the bank column. As we can see here, 6,200 bank, 1,600 cash. On the 13th, cash slips total to 1,245. Now cash slips results in an inflow of funds to the business. When there are an inflow of funds into the business, we'll put that on the debit side of the cash book. So our transaction will look like this. On the 13th of May, sales of 1,245 cash. Goods bought for the intention to sell it again via an EFT 4,500 on the 17th. Now goods bought for the intention to sell again, or goods bought for resale, we will classify this as purchases. And this was done by an EFT, so this will come on the credit side. There we go. On the 17th, purchases 4,500 on the credit side. On the 20th, Sam paid his account $567 with a check. Now Sam paid Jaden Limited, so Sam was a debtor of Jaden Limited, and he paid his account with a check. So when he pays Jaden Limited, money is going into the cash book. This should be recorded on the debit side, and since it's a check, it should be recorded in the bank column. There we go. On the 20th, JSAM 567. On the 24th, stationery was paid with cash. Since stationery is being paid for, this will result in an outflow of funds. When money is flowing out of the cash book, we put it on the credit side. And the 350 was paid in cash, so this will be put in the cash column. So there we have it. 24th of May, details will be stationery and 350 in the cash column. The owner Jaden took cash of 700 for his personal use. Now when an owner takes money for his personal use, we call that drawings. And this results in an outflow of money, so we'll put it on the credit side under the cash column. And it will look like this. Let's have a look at our last transaction. On the 31st, all cash received on the 13th was deposited in the bank account. What cash was received on the 13th? Well, if we look on the 13th, cash slips of 1,245 were received. So what we need to do here is take the cash and deposit it into the bank account. So the 1,245 cash we received, we need to deposit into the bank account. So our cash will decrease and our bank will increase. So our cash will be credited and our bank will be debited. Let's see how that will look in our cash book. First we need to credit our cash with 1,245. The details we put in here is bank, because where will the money be deposited? Into our bank account. And then to complete the transaction, we debit cash and we put it in the bank account, because we took from the cash, we decreased the cash and we increased our bank account. So we credit our cash because our cash decreases, and we debit our bank because our bank increases. Now that all our transactions are complete, we need to balance the cash book. The first thing you need to do when balancing the cash book is determine which side is the largest between the debit and the credit side. The cash side, the debit side, will always be the largest, because you cannot have negative $200 in your wallet. It's impossible. So you can add this two and you'll get 2,845. Then you can see between bank debit and bank credit which one is the largest. The debit side is the largest, so you can also add up. The second step you need to do is take these two totals and just drag it over to the credit side. These should always agree. You can't have a different number here than the one that's in here. They should always be the same. After this, what you need to do is subtract all these from this total. So you say 2,845 less 350 less 700 less 1,245, which will give you 550. And then with the bank column, you can repeat the process. 8,012 minus 4,500, this will get you 3,512. And this is the balance brought forward for May month. Now there's a final step you still need to complete. You need to bring this balance down, and there you go. These amounts, you just bring it down here. So the 550, you bring it down, and the 3,512, you bring it down. This will be the opening balances for June month. 550 cash and 3,512 in the bank account. I hope this lesson has helped you to complete a cash book and balance a cash book. Thank you for watching, and for more you can check out our website at www.beatagmath.com. I'll see you next time.